Hi, my name is Christine McCartney, and I am an educator at a New York State P-Tech school, Excelsior Academy, which is about 50 miles north of New York City along the Hudson River. And I would say my life's work is about inviting students to gain the knowledge, skills, and dispositions to feel empowered as change makers at the local and global level. And to this end, I co-founded a program called Global to Local at my school district, which invites students to travel to a foreign country at no cost to them to learn firsthand from a grassroots community organizer. And then they come back to our city, and the next year those students act as project managers for community impact projects in Newburgh. So thinking about how you can get a fresh set of eyes from traveling somewhere and learning from somebody, and then sort of bring that new perspective back to our city to work for positive social change. So if you're seriously considering me, I hope that you will check that program out, globaltolocal.net, because I think it really speaks to how I live, breathe, and eat this work. So I've been waiting to apply for this for about 5 years. I wanted to wait till I was in a position where I felt that I had a strong application, but also where my students are really poised to do some meaningful learning and work that's sort of an outcrop of the work that I do. So my students, because I was working on my Nat Geo educator certification, I have the luxury of I teach my own English classes, but I also push into students global and environmental science classes. So I can orchestrate these amazing interdisciplinary projects that I am very lucky to be able to facilitate. So this year our students were looking at the Hudson River watershed and thinking about how climate change is affecting that. So they were working with the DEC. They literally were in the water with waders on sometimes, but thinking about how like increasing temperatures, extreme precipitation, rising sea levels, like how those are tangibly, measurably manifesting in our community, and then thinking about how our local actions and choices that people make are sort of having these, when they're all put together, these resounding impacts on our global systems. I would love the opportunity to travel to Antarctica and help my students think about, because this upcoming year they're going to be studying how those the local actions that we take can actually affect different parts of the world. So to do some reconnaissance for them, get some video footage and interviews and photos, and help them use that as they work next spring on a project for the environmental science, where they're helping community members become more aware of how their actions are sort of impacting the environment. So I would love the opportunity to model, be an explorer to my students, and further join the Nat Geo family. Thank you so much for considering it.